and welcome to the Roy Rogers Riders Club.
Thrill again to the thundering hooves and cattle stampedes, barroom brawls, and shootouts of classic Western features and TV shows. Annie Oakley, Roy Rogers, Gene Autry, John Wayne, and all their cowboy pals and sidekicks roam the West once more. Heroes never die on ComedyMX Channels. They just ride off into the sunset.
This is the story of 26 men who rode the Arizona Territory. Praise be the glory of 26 men who rode the Arizona Territory. Ride on, ride on, ride on.
26 men, carefully chosen for their courage and ability, formed the Arizona Rangers. Fame and public acclaim was not their objective. This is perhaps why the story of these 26 men has never been told until now. Austin. Where's Travis?
He went somewhere with that Martin kid.
Get him for me.
Yes, Captain. Well, come on. What are you waiting for?
An opening.
I've given you 3 already, but you didn't notice. In wrestling, you've got to...
Not again.
You weren't watching. I shifted my weight.
You shifted mine a little, too.
Well, let's try again. This time, don't take your eyes off me.
All right.
Hey, Clint!
I see what you mean by keeping your eye on the other fellow.
Maybe you're learning a little too fast. Captain wants you, Clint. I figured I wouldn't rate a whole day off duty. Behave yourself, Pete.
Sure. And thanks for helping me learn that new hope.
The way my back feels, I'm the one needs help. Where is it this time?
Don't know, but I hope you like tortillas and frijoles.
Mexico?
He's been talking all morning to Lieutenant Gomez.
Well, it can't be as bad as the last one. You sent for me, Captain?
Yes. This is Lieutenant Gomez of the Mexican Federal Police, Clint Travis.
He's an honor, senor. How do you do, Lieutenant?
You ever hear of Juan Morales?
The bandit?
El bandido, sí, but he's also the leader of the rebellion against the Mexican government.
From what I hear, there's a lot to rebel about.
The peons, they are unhappy, discontent. But Juan Morales is not helping them. He is hurting them. He goes among them and stirs up trouble. He murders, he plunders, he tries to make himself rich. Juan Morales would rule Sonora tomorrow if he had guns.
Now, that's where we come in. Because of Morales, gun smuggling is big business along the border. Lieutenant Gomez thinks we can stop it more effectively on the American side.
With 26 men, Captain?
With less. Large-scale smuggling means some kind of organization. You ought to find out who's running that organization.
I'll do my best, sir, but where do I start?
The guns are crossing the border somewhere near Douglas. Morales' wife lives near Douglas. Maybe she knows something.
You'll contact Mrs. Morales and hint that you know where you can get your hands on a couple of 100 rifles. I've arranged to borrow some obsolete 45-70s from the Army. They'll be under single guard in the warehouse in Fort Huachuca. If you get a bid for them, contact Leo Roberts, that'll be me, at Fort Huachuca. Got that?
Leo Roberts, Fort Huachuca.
Arrange a definite date for raiding the warehouse and leave the rest to us.
Anything else?
I'll fill in the details when you've drawn your rations.
I need not tell you, senor, how much my government appreciates your cooperation. Good luck, Mr. Travis.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Mind if I ask a question off the record, Captain?
No, go ahead.
How do we know Morales is as bad as Gomez makes out? Maybe he is trying to help the people.
Sort of a Mexican Robin Hood, eh?
I've heard him called that.
Well, you've been listening to the wrong people. Do you think we'd be in this if we didn't know he was bad?
I didn't mean it that way.
How did you mean it?
Sorry, Captain, I shouldn't have asked.
Well, I'll tell you anyway. Morales is a brutal, sadistic criminal who'll stop at nothing to become dictator of Mexico. I have orders from the capital to cooperate with Gomez to the fullest extent. Does that satisfy you?
Yes, Captain.
Then draw your rations and report back here for final briefing. You ought to be in Douglas by day after tomorrow.
All right.
Hey, amigo.
Me, senor?
Know where I can find Mrs. Juan Morales?
Senora Morales?
That's right.
Over there.
What did he want?
The home of Senora Morales. He is a friend of yours, senor?
Wouldn't exactly call him a friend.
I'd like to see Mrs. Morales.
What about?
She lives here, doesn't she?
Mama, there's a man to see you.
Yes? Oh, what is it you want?
You're Mrs. Juan Morales?
See?
Then I'd like to talk to you.
Oh, Johnny, he has done something bad again.
Not as far as I know.
Oh, bueno.
I think you might be able to help me on a deal I've lined up.
I do not understand.
Well, you see, I can get some rifles, about 200 of them, and I'd be willing to sell if I could get a fair price.
Rifles? What need have I for rifles?
I hear your husband's mighty anxious to get
My
hold-
husband?
Yes, Juan Morales.
You will please to leave.
Huh?
I know nothing of Juan Morales.
But you're his wife, and I thought
I
that...
have not seen him for 12 years. We do not speak his name in this house. Now, please, go.
Well, sure, but
You better do as she says, mister.
I guess maybe you're right. Sorry I bothered you, ma'am.
Hey, mister.
Yeah?
I need a gun. I might buy one of your rifles for cheap.
Sorry, son, but I'm going to ask around town, try and sell them all in a bunch.
Got a match?
Sure.
Name's Sam Gorman. I gotta talk to you.
Go ahead.
Not out here. Follow me down the street. Get your hands up high.
What's the idea?
Never mind the question. Unhitch your gun belt with your left hand.
You're after dough, mister. You got the wrong man.
Just stay where you are.
So, you don't die after all, eh, amigo?
I'm not so sure.
Here. You could have come peacefully, but no, you want to fight.
I never feel peaceful when someone has a gun on me.
Then you are a fool.
Well, now that you know who I am, who are you?
I am Juan Morales.
Morales, this side of the border?
For me, there are no borders.
Well, anyway, you're just the man I've been wanting to see.
A lot of people want to see Juan Morales. They want to see him hung or shot in the back or turned over to the Federales for the reward.
I don't want any reward. I just want to make a deal.
The rifles?
Yeah, how'd you know about them?
Do you really have these rifles?
Well, not exactly. I have a friend in the Army, and the other night he was telling me his outfit had 245 70s stashed away, with only one man guarding them. That gave me the idea, and we agreed to go partners.
Where are they rifles?
I get paid before I answer that.
How much?
$20 apiece.
$4,000? You're crazy.
You couldn't get them cheaper anywhere else.
They'd cost you nothing.
That's why I like the deal.
Then you are a fool.
Am I?
Juan Morales is an expert at making people talk. I can make you tell me where those rifles are, and you would get nothing.
Now, wouldn't that kind of discourage anyone else from trying to get guns for you?
How do I know you're telling the truth? Maybe you're a spy for the Federales. Maybe these rifles are baiting a trap.
They could be, but if you don't want them, just say so, and I'll...
Juanito, stay with him.
I'm sorry I couldn't get away sooner, Father.
¿Cómo estás, hijo mío?
Fine. Did you locate the man with the rifles?
See, he's over there.
I knew you were coming. I thought the guns would be kind of a nice surprise.
You did very well, my boy. I am proud.
Mrs. Morales sure took me in.
She don't know nothing. It was a kid tipped me off.
Tipped you off? Where do you fit in?
I kind of run things for Morales this side of the border.
I see.
Now that you're pleased, can I go back with you?
Caramba, it's always the same question. You're still just a boy.
I'm 19. At 19, you were a man.
My life was different.
You have younger men in your army than me.
They are ignorant peones.
But they fight for our country. Why shouldn't I have the same...
The answer is no. Later, maybe.
Pero, Papa, you said that the last time.
Don't be in such a hurry to be a man. We'll talk about it later. When I get finished with the rifles.
The boy could have saved me a beating if he'd have spoken up this morning.
He could not speak in front of the woman.
Yeah, I got the idea they don't see eye to eye about you.
The boy's young and has great dreams. The woman has much bitterness.
What about the rifles?
I decided to trust you. I'd buy them.
Good. They're about 30 miles from here near Fort Huachuca. You'll need a wagon and 4 or 5 men.
I could round up some fellows in town.
I'll telegraph my partner.
What is this?
I have to let him know when we're coming so he can arrange to be guarding the warehouse.
One guard is nothing. We cut his throat quietly.
That's why Leo has to be the guard. We don't want anyone killed.
You don't want. You tell Juan Morales what to do?
It's got to be done my way or not at all.
Bueno. We do it your way. Write the telegram. After I read it, my boy can ride into town and send it.
Thought you trusted me.
I trust you like my own brother. Guard him carefully. If he tries to get away, shoot him.
Our fish is hooked. The raid's set for Thursday.
Excelente. Now for the ambush, how many will you borrow from the Army?
Well, Colonel Short promised me 3, including the guard. With you and myself, that ought to be plenty.
Nice and cold, huh?
You spend the night out here again?
Sure.
Won't your ma worry?
Told her I was going hunting.
Think your father's pretty wonderful, don't you?
Sure, don't you?
All I know is he pays cash for rifles.
No, I want some. He gives those guns to the peones so they can fight for the land that's been taken away from them.
I see.
You should see him march into a village after defeating the Federales. All the people shout, Viva Morales! And they throw flowers and pieces of colored paper.
Then you've been with him in Mexico.
No, but he has told me about it. They call him a great librador like he was Bolivar or George Washington.
Your ma don't think he's so great.
She's a woman. She does not understand these things. She even believes the lies about father in the newspaper.
Yeah, sometimes it's pretty hard to believe the truth once their mind's made up different.
That's what I told my mother.
I wasn't talking about your ma.
Who were you talking about then?
Suppose you figure that out for yourself. Come on, watchdog. Let's get back.
Why only 3 men?
This guy didn't show up.
I tell you, 4 men.
What are you worrying about? This job's gonna be easy.
When it looks easy, that's when it's the most danger.
All set?
Yeah, amigo. You know, last night I have a fine idea.
Yeah?
Your friend was going to be on guard. You split the money?
Yeah, 2,000 for each of us.
Suppose I kill him and give you 2,500.
I don't double-cross my friends.
You'll never amount to nothing. Get him on his horse. Hasta luego, hijo.
Adios, Father. Are you sure I can't go with you this time?
Not this time. We'll be back tomorrow. Hasta luego, hijo.
It is growing late, Captain. I hope nothing has gone wrong. Relax, they'll be here.
Well, there you are. That's my friend Leo. All we have to do now is help ourselves.
Why no?
I'll take care of Leo.
You'll take care of nothing. From now on, Gorham takes over. You and me, we stay here.
What's the idea?
As I said before, how do I know these rifles are not a bait in a trap? So you and me, we stay behind. If anything goes wrong, I put a nice big hole between your eyes.
You don't trust anybody, do you?
If Juan Morales trusted people, he would be dead long ago. You still say this is not a trap?
That's right.
I hope for your sake you tell the truth.
Go on, amigo. That way. Move. Go on.
If they were coming, they should have been here by now. Shh. I saw something move. Wait for my signal, Lieutenant.
So far, all is quiet. You're beginning to sweat, amigo?
It's hot.
What is the matter? I don't see Travis. He's supposed to be with him. But what difference does that make? These smugglers are in our trap. But a hunch we've been outsmarted. We'll have to let him go. Let him go? This does not make sense. But suppose Travis is being held somewhere. If they find out he led them into an ambush, they'll tear him to pieces. But the smugglers, they are taking our rifles. Surely the life of one man is not so important. He's my man, Lieutenant, and all my men are important.
So, you tell the truth, eh, amigo?
Yeah, suppose you put that gun away now.
Not yet.
I told you this was going to be easy. We're not yet across the border. Vámonos, amigos.
Look, it is a crime to stand here and do nothing. We're not going to stand here. We're going to trail him.
Oh, howdy, Star.
Hello, kid. Where's Gorham?
Kind of late. What happened?
Well, I've been away. I didn't get Gorham's message till last night.
You missed out on a big one. They're up getting 200 rifles.
No kidding. When'll they be back?
Any minute.
I think I'll stick around. You got any more of them beans?
Sure. I'll even bottle up some coffee if you fetch the water.
Where's the bucket?
Over there. You got them. You got the rifles. You haven't even seen them. Why don't you open them up?
Calm down, Juanito. There's now plenty of time.
Because I tipped you off about them. Don't you think I should have a reward?
How much of a reward?
I thought maybe you'd let me keep a rifle for myself.
You wouldn't want one of them. They're army and too easy to trace.
He's right, Juanito.
Sorry I missed all the fun. I heard you got 200 rifles.
Sure. Hey, take a look. Not bad.
How did you manage it?
Me? I've got good connections. Hey, amigo.
Travis.
Stay where you are. What is this?
He's a ranger.
A ranger?
The man's out of his mind.
He's the one who jailed me in Maricopa last year.
So, you're a spy after all, eh, amigo? The rifle's wary bait.
We better get out of here.
Juan, go.
What are you going to do?
It is better you not see.
Mean you're going to kill him?
I tell you, go. Go!
Pero papá,
You are lucky, amigo. Because we must leave, I cannot do to you what I usually do to spies. Shoot him.
It'll be a pleasure.
Not bad. Boy, am I glad you showed up.
We followed right behind you.
You're in luck. Morales is with me.
Morales?
Don't let him get away.
Don't worry. Better give up, Morales. You're covered. All right, pour it on.
No, wait. His son's there with him, a boy about 19.
Morales, we don't want to hurt the boy. Send him out.
You heard him. Go.
No, I will stay with you.
Don't be a fool.
I'm not afraid of dying.
Who talks about dying? Get out.
For 3 years, since the first time you came to see me, I want to fight to liberate our country.
I order you to go.
No, I'm your son. If you can die for the cause, so can I.
There is no cause. I care nothing for the people or the country. I care only for myself, Juan Morales.
I don't believe you.
It's true. Why do you think I never let you go with me? I'm no libertador. Sure, I make promises to the people and make speeches with words I do not understand myself, so that they will not take me for a bandit. Instead, the ignorant peones protect me from the federales and make me a rich man.
You just say that because you want me to go.
It is true. Why don't you believe me?
I'm going to give you 5 more seconds, Morales.
You heard him. Go.
No, Padre. No, Padre. No, Padre.
You
no.
make me do something I hate very much, Juanito.
¡Viva Morales!
¡Viva Morales!
John? I'm sorry things had to be the way they were.
In his heart, he knows the truth. But it is too soon. Give him time.
Thank you, Mrs. Morales.
This is the story 26 men who rode the Arizona Territory. High as the glory of 26 men whose courage helped to build the territory. 26 men who saddled up and then rode out to answer duty's call. 26 men who lived to ride again and fight for the rights and the liberty of all. This is the story of 26 men enforcing law within the territory. Praise be the glory of 26 men who rode the Arizona Territory. Ride on, ride on, ride on. Saddle up, saddle up, saddle up, saddle up. This is the story of 26 men who rode the Arizona Territory. High as the glory of 26 men whose courage helped to build the territory. 26 men who saddled up and then rode out to answer duty's call. 26 men who lived to ride again and fight for the rights and the liberty of all. This is the story of 26 men enforcing law within the territory. Praise be the glory of 26 men who rode the Arizona Territory. Ride on, ride on, ride on.
26 men, carefully chosen for their courage and ability, formed the Arizona Rangers. Fame and public acclaim was not their objective. This is perhaps why the story of these 26 men has never been told until now. Wednesday, July 17th, 1903. At 12:09 hours, a wounded inmate was found in the prison print shop. He had been knifed in the upper region of his abdomen. The prisoner was identified as Eric Wagner, serving from 5 to 10 years for counterfeiting. At 12:13 hours, Wagner died without naming his killer. Wagner's death became page 1 of Arizona Rangers case file 3394. Same date. Ranger Clint Travis was assigned to the case. Conducting an investigation at the prison, Ranger Travis established a motive for the brutal killing of Eric Wagner. A counterfeiter of wide notoriety, Wagner had somehow managed to engrave a set of counterfeit plates while working in the prison print shop. A search was made for the plates, but they were not found. Identity of the killer was still unknown. Saturday, July 20th, 1903. Cain G. Devers was released from prison after serving 8 years for armed robbery with intent to kill.
A match? I won't be able to meet you for a couple of days. You're not thinking of keeping those plates for yourself, are you, Hatch? Well, I can't take a chance on leaving here as long as the Rangers are around. Don't cross me, Hatch. Same thing that happened to Wagner can happen to you.
Kay! Over here! Howdy, Cain.
Howdy.
Got your letter.
Thanks for coming and bringing the horse.
You look real good, boy. Real good.
We'll talk later. Right now, let's get out of here. I've had 8 years of it, and I've got a lot of ground to cover to make up for it.
I need that money to buy the counterfeit plates from Hatch. They're mine. I had Wagner make them.
But the only place I know you get money like that would be from your father.
Mark Devers, he wouldn't give me the right time of day.
Mark Devers always give a man another chance. Now, you being his son...
Forget it. I don't need him. Remember how we used to take a bank in the old days?
The way your father taught us? Sure do.
We're going to take the Yuma Bank.
Sounds like a batch of fun. Ain't robbed a bank in a coon's age.
You ride on into Yuma and set it up. I'll meet you over there tomorrow afternoon.
What name you be traveling under?
Gordon. Mike Gordon.
Tomorrow afternoon, Yuma.
Right.
Kind of funny, isn't it? Counterfeit plates being made in prison. Isn't there some regulation against that, Captain?
Well, laugh your way through this file on Cain Devers, the discharged prisoner. Mark Devers was his father.
Doesn't mean anything to me.
Mark was top gun in this territory 10 years ago. Took a lot of banks and quite a few railroads.
What happened to him?
No one seems to know.
There's still a standing reward of $10,000 for him. Any pictures of Mark?
None. Forget it. Rangers can't accept rewards. I wouldn't put anything past Cain Devers. Pick up his trail and I have a hunch you'll find those plates. Start back at the prison. Might be an old-timer who knew Mark Devers.
It's a start anyway.
And a good ranger would use the prison grapevine, if he could get in on it.
I'm in on it. That's how I found out about those plates. I'll keep in touch.
Oh, Travis. Wagner was a real artist. He had to be to make those plates in prison. But there's another kind of artist on this case.
Who's that?
The man who killed Wagner and got those plates. Watch your step.
You men looking for Mike Gordon?
We're looking for a job, mister. You better get in line.
I don't look for jobs. I give them. I am Mike Gordon.
My name's Frank Bulow. I understand you're hiring cowhands, Mr. Gordon.
I start a trail drive in the morning. I pay top wages.
Fair enough. When do you pay?
The end of the drive.
Nothing doing. Half of it now and half when the job's done.
Well, you men feel the same way about it?
Sure they do. They're just too ornery to speak up.
Well, I'll have to go to the bank and make a withdrawal for it. Like to come along?
Be more than happy to. Don't be bashful, boys. Let's take a look at the color of the man's money.
You men might as well come along, too. You men can wait over there.
What can I do for you?
I'd like to make a withdrawal. Do as I say. Otherwise, my men will kill everyone in here. Put all your money in there. Now, make your feet grow to the floor for the next 5 minutes. Holler, and you'll be dead.
Thank you.
You go with me to get some supplies. The rest of you men wait outside.
No satisfying bank holdup in a coon's age. It's just like the old days.
Stop talking, Pop, and let's ride.
Sure would have liked to seen the faces on them cowpokes when they found out they were part of a holdup. Too bad you and your old man busted up. You made an unholy pair.
Shut up, I'm counting.
Of course, there never was anybody like Mike Devers. Never will be.
You talk too much.
I saw Mark a couple of years back in Phoenix at a rodeo. Your kid brother was with him. That's the reason Mark was there, to see him ride. That kid sure has grown. And Mark sure thinks the world of him. By the sun rises and sets and Todd. Anything wrong, Cain?
There's not enough money here for one, Pop. Let alone two.
I don't like the ugly suggestion in your voice, son.
Sorry, Pop. That's the way it is. I need the money. Got a date down the trail, and then to Tucson.
I guess Mark had figured you right. Said you's no good.
Said you talk too much.
Over here, Cain.
Coffee? I believe in getting to business. Have you got the plates?
I have.
I managed to scrape up a little less than $2,000.
No, I've been thinking, Cain. Talk on the prison grapevine is there's a man below the border who will pay $1 American for 4 good counterfeits.
Why don't you say what you mean? You want more money for the plates?
I took a big risk getting them out of prison for you.
Well, you're taking a bigger risk now.
Yeah. Knowing you and knowing that you killed Wagner, I thought of that, too. That's why I brought a friend.
That's an old trick. How do I know there's anyone up there?
You don't.
How much?
5,000.
5,000? Where can I get that kind of money?
That's your problem.
Where's the next meeting place?
Tucson.
Where in Tucson?
You get the money. I'll pass the word. Oh, and Cain, at the next meeting, leave your gun behind. Guns make me nervous.
All right, mister. Crawl or draw? Anybody home? Cain! Cain, how are you?
Look at you. Hey, last time I saw you, you must have been about 9 or 10. Now you must be about
18 almost.
That makes you a grown man. Is, Top Gun around?
Dad had to go into town. We're getting a load of breeding stock tomorrow. He had to make some arrangements.
That gives us more time to get acquainted. Come on, give me a hand.
Sure thing.
Hey, what's new?
I wouldn't know. I don't get off the reservation much.
Why bury yourself? Why don't you take a ride into Yuma? Kick up your heels a bit. Understand there's some cute little fillies over there.
Would you take me, Cain?
Sure thing. We'll make a night of it.
Oh, no. Forget it. Dad wouldn't let me. By the way, does, Dad know you're home?
No, I don't think so.
You've been in prison, haven't you?
Who told you that?
Dad. Well, he told me all about himself, too, about why he changed his name from Mark Devers, everything. He said it makes him feel better. Look, I'm sorry, I didn't mean
Forget it, kid. Some people win, some people lose. I lost. I guess it's because I got the old man's blood in my veins.
It's good to have you back, though. You're gonna stay, aren't you?
I don't know.
I hope so. It's lonesome around here. No one to talk to, nothing to do, work 6 days a week and go to church on Sunday.
Church?
Yeah. Dad's even a deacon.
What's that?
Oh, you know, the guy that collects all the money.
Well, that figures.
I'm thinking about running away from home.
You have?
Yeah. Rent is not for me. I want some excitement. I want to see things. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. How would you like to ride with me?
You mean you want me with you, Cain?
Sure thing. That's what I came back mostly for.
Give me your word. No matter what happens, no matter what Dad said, you'll take me with you.
I give you my word, no matter what happens. Now, come on, let's go and get some oats for the horse, and we'll talk about some exciting new trails.
Even down. Mark Devers is dead, Cain. I buried him on this ranch 10 years ago. I tried to talk you into coming in with me. You wouldn't quit.
Save your sermon, Deacon. I told you the reason I came here. Money.
I haven't got that kind of money.
This ranch tells me different.
Even if I had it, I'd have to have a good reason to give it to you.
I told you, I want to start fresh in Tucson.
Well, start here, son. I need you know that. But if you stay as a cowhand, not a gun hand.
A man sticks to what he's been taught, so I'll push on. But I'll not forget you turned me down. Come on, Todd.
You'll push on by yourself, Cain. Todd's not going.
Let him decide for himself.
How can he? He's not even 18.
You seem to forget that when I was 18, you taught me how to rob a bank, handle a gun, and slap leather.
Do you think I'm proud of it? It hurts. And I've had to live with that past.
I had to live 8 years in prison because of what you taught me.
Wait outside, Todd. What kind of talk you been filling the boy full of?
The same kind of talk you pumped into me.
But Todd's like a puppy dog, gnawing on a shoe. He thinks he's ready to take on the whole world.
Maybe he is.
When he does, I want to know he has a fighting chance.
He wouldn't have a fighting chance with me. That is what you're trying to tell me, isn't it?
Maybe. I taught Todd one thing. Maybe you'll understand, maybe not. When a man dies, he doesn't leave much. Just a monument made of mortar. And then, sometimes he leaves a monument to his soul. I sort of thought Todd would be my monument.
How much money are you willing to pay me to ride out of here alone?
I didn't think a man could be all bad, Cain.
How much money you got?
18, maybe 1900.
Get it. There's more money in there.
That money's for breeding stock being delivered tomorrow. I borrowed it from the bank.
Look, Cain, look, if it's too much trouble, maybe I'd just better stay here and forget about it.
No trouble at all. I kept my word. You could ride with me.
Well, I'll tell Dad goodbye, huh?
I wouldn't. You understand. Saddle up a couple of horses, and we've got a lot of trails to cover. Come on.
My name is Reining, Arizona Rangers.
What are my chances of beating the devil, Captain?
100 to 1. Against.
I don't mind going. Just hate the man who's sending me.
Cain Devers?
How'd you know?
Sheriff told me about the holdup. Cain answered the other man's description. Did Cain say anything to you about counterfeit money?
That's why he took the bank, to get the money, to buy the counterfeit plates.
To where was he going? Did he say that?
Had his sight set on Tucson.
Thanks for notifying Captain Reining. You got here fast.
I wasn't far away.
Any reward?
If there is, I'll see that you get it.
I got your message at the Tucson saloon. Let's have the plates. You know, I've been thinking again, Cain. You and me should be...
Hey, Cain! There's nothing up here but a rifle!
That's my kid brother. You're lucky. I'm an only child. Before you kill me, you'd better open that package. There's only one plate here. I know. Takes two to make money. You kill me and you'll never get the other one. Just like I was saying before, well, you and me should be partners. Don't have any choice, do I? No. You're kind of young, aren't you, boy? 18. What's that got to do with it? A lot. Boy hasn't killed, he's still got a conscience. He's apt to want to keep it. Might even go blabbing to the law. The kid's all right. He won't go running off at the mouth. Make no mistake about it. That'll be your mistake, not mine. How about my rifle?
Barney!
Watch where you're going, old man.
I was a few years younger,
Howdy, gents. What's your pleasure?
Some food. Bring it over to the table.
Hey, Barney. How be you, Clint?
Just fine, Barney.
Come on in.
Okay.
Ranger Howard went through here a couple of weeks ago, manhunting. You doing the same?
Maybe you can help me. Seen this man in town?
Sure looks familiar. Cain Devers.
No, Devers.
Darn right I seen him. I just finished my noonday meal and was pushing out the saloon and bumped him. I knew he was no good. I could tell by his bad manners. He had no bringing up.
Take care of my horse.
You just stand steady, Ranger. Give me your gun. With your left hand. Barney, the man you saw in the picture, I want you to give him a message. Tell him a dead man's waiting for him.
A dead man?
Mark Devers. If he doesn't start down this way to meet me, I'm coming up there. I'll be keeping company with the Ranger, so make sure you deliver my message. You can put your hands down.
Mark Devers hasn't been heard of for 10 years. Why'd he come back?
To kill a man.
You'd kill your own son? Why?
No. Let's just say I'm building a monument.
I don't understand.
Neither did Cain.
There's a dead man waiting you.
What are you talking about?
That's what he said. And he said for you to start walking. And if you didn't, he was coming here. His name was Mark Devers.
Dad! What are you going to do?
Like the man said, walk out to meet him.
You can't do that. You can't just kill him. That's our father. That's my father. But you're not gonna. I'm not gonna let you see?
I told you that kid was a mistake. You're not leaving. You're my partner. There's a $10,000 reward on that man, Mark Devers. We'll split 50-50.
I know how you feel, but you're wrong.
I was wrong to teach Cain how to use a gun.
Hey, Top Gun! I'm walking down to meet you.
He's 20 years faster than you. What proof you got you can outdraw him?
I've lived 53 years. In this day and age, that's plenty proof. And don't try to stop me. No use you dying.
First time I ever saw a dead man come back to the living just so he could die again.
This is the story of 26 men who rode the Arizona Territory. High as the glory of 26 men whose courage helped to build the territory. 26 men who saddled up and then rode out to answer duty's call. 26 men who lived to ride again and fight for the rights and the liberty of all. This is the story of 26 men enforcing law within the territory. Praise be the glory of 26 men who rode the Arizona Territory. Ride on.